Hey, Earl. Welcome.
We recognized that people need a place to belong. That place to be truly loved and to be truly known, that's what people with disabilities long for. I got this.
You come to church, I'll give you a corner, you sit there, when everybody gets up to sing or something like that, you see their backs. So the society does place you in a position where after some time you think, I really want to be in this society, or would I choose isolation?
Hey girl, look at you. You look so nice.
I believe all these churches should come together as one.
To be included is a basic and fundamental human need. Each one of us, regardless of our ability, craves that, wants that. And if we can't do it in our faith communities, I don't know where we can do it.
It's a posture, not a program. And it's not just the ramp and the power door. It's so much bigger than that. It's an interior attitude of, you belong here.
Well, hi, Katie. This is Debbie, the volunteer from Bridge Ministries, calling back. Hi, we do have a lift chair available.
We exist for 3 reasons. We provide a physical bridge to people with disabilities by providing them medical equipment like hospital beds, canes, shower chairs, etc. We are also a bridge of security in the sense that we provide guardianship services to those who otherwise would have no one to advocate for their governmental, housing, financial, and healthcare needs. And then finally, we are a bridge to faith communities and help people find that place of belonging and inclusion.
Our mission is this, that we respect the God-given dignity and giftedness of our people with disabilities, and therefore we create relationships to alleviate isolation, thereby enriching our churches and communities.
Wow, I'm so glad you came. You're going to be able to come to Roots and Wings on Tuesday?
Sunday evening celebrations with Bridge Ministries are one way of connecting with our friends. Some of them are our guardianship clients. Some of them are group homes or supported living homes.
Tony, hi, I'm Joyce. Nice meeting you, Tony.
We have about 12 to 14 churches that sponsor this Sunday evening celebration.
Thank you very much.
A lot of it came to being because people with disabilities oftentimes can't get to a Sunday morning service.
It's all to give a special night, a celebration to our friends. They look forward to this. All right, everyone, I'm over to this end of the room where I can testify even distinguished people have birthdays.
These people motivate me. Somebody may not be able to say, hello, Paul, but I can feel they're willing to say hello, they're willing to hug me, and I could feel that.
So I had this very profound moment yesterday in the Sunday evening celebration. I was feeding cake to a 75-year-old blind woman, birthday cake. And she says, does it have sprinkles on it? And my first reaction was, why does she care what sprinkles are? And then I, took that back in my heart like, whoa, how wounding of me. Like, here I am advocating and sort of preaching the gospel of inclusion, but I was very humbled and touched by that. She loves sprinkles, and that's okay, it's her birthday. And that's what I love about the Sunday evening celebrations, is I just get to see these people for who they are. And I'll never look at birthday sprinkles again the same way.
Margaret, come on out. It's time for church. Let's go.
We were gifted with identical twins who were born the first day of their 33rd week, premature. Margaret, she suffered a grade 3 interventricular brain hemorrhage. She never did get language. She will never walk. Brakes? Brake. Thanks. For me, it was either God is God or he's not. And either he will be faithful and take me through this or he won't. And so that was my anchor as we plowed through those very early years. Go ahead, you can push. Good job. The faith communities, their hearts are eager. They lack education and training, and there's just a lot of fear, I think, of the unknown.
So about 3 years ago, our Beacon Church initiative was born.
A Beacon Church is simply a church family that's committed to helping people find belonging.
They're assigning people to sit with some of the friends that come, putting together or creating accommodations for people with disabilities.
Margaret, she presents new opportunities for people to think differently. A concrete example would be, what does it mean for Margaret to receive communion? Does she understand what she's doing? What that does for people is it reminds us that actually none of us comes to that table so ready, so perfected, so capable and able and worthy of receiving. That in fact, every one of us comes no different from Margaret. We come like this.
If God is infinite and God is all-knowing and God is all-present, then who are we to say how he communicates to that person? There have been times in the service where we have sung a hymn and I have seen her match the song that we're singing to the song on her iPad. Why are we limiting them with our human understanding of spirituality?
I'm going to have to test it. I'm going to see if our 6-foot person can lean their head back. And I think they can.
Bridge this year is 31 years old. Our founder, Pastor Hank Webstra, he volunteers for an area residential facility called Fircrest. When these folks started transitioning into the community, there was nobody there to advocate for them. So Hank took 50 of the residents and we became their guardians. And that was how our guardianship program started. And then after a few months, one of his friends became disabled. And he found out that there was not a lot of equipment around that were affordable. And so he put up in the basement of his garage like a donor closet, an equipment closet of sorts, which grew and grew and grew until we have that 4,000 square feet facility, our Meyer Medical Equipment Center.
We're processing over 500 pieces of equipment a month, and most of that is donated by individuals. We're helping out several hundred people a month here. So equipment comes in, and then we run it through our cleaning process. From there, our volunteers take the equipment and make adjustments, small repairs. We are trying to process as many pieces of equipment as we possibly can. When people come to us in need of equipment, I think it turns out that probably about 70 or 80% of the people that come to us are quite low in income.
What's the lesson for today? We're going to be starting with
helping people bridge out from isolation and back into relationships and realize, well, you've got to have wheels if that's going to happen. We're coming on to summer here. And just the fact that you could feel fresh air and sunshine and have that working for you instead of being stuck inside in a pretty stale atmosphere. that's a big deal.
I'm a mom of 3 adult boys, and my 2 youngest sons are on the autism spectrum. And when we found them jobs, I decided that I was going to look at some of the causes that were near and dear to me. So I interviewed with Bridge. They invited me to their monthly SECs, the Sunday evening celebrations, and I fell in love with the folks who attended. Lizzie came up to me, and the first thing she asked me was, "Let me know how I can help you."
Daniel, there's a whole room full of people that want to sing happy birthday to you.
They probably were the ones, that couple actually, that made me fall in love with Bridge.
I would like to see Bridge grow and have more people.
Bridge opened up a whole new world for me. Not so much because I see that there are other folks more impacted than my boys, and how lucky am I? Not that. I think more because, admittedly, I never thought that I would have the capacity to love so many people with disability other than my boys, or really find folks that would love my boys.
We can build another 1,000 bridges. You know, we are just talking about the United States, state of Washington. You exponentially, you take the whole state, the nation, the world. Its endless need is there. So 1 bridge is good, 1,000 bridges will be great.